Greetings, dear viewers. We are pleased to welcome you to our channel, where we always strive to share useful and relevant information for your well-being. Today, we will touch on a topic that concerns many of us: coffee consumption and its impact on our health. As you know, coffee is an essential part of many people's daily lives. It helps you wake up in the morning, energized and be productive throughout the day. However, as you will learn in this video, drinking coffee can also have negative effects on our body. We will cover important aspects about the health effects of coffee and discuss what steps you can take to maintain your physical and psychological well-being. Let's dive into the details and find out how coffee can affect our health and what steps we should take to keep our bodies in good shape. Before we dive into the details of coffee's effects on our health, let's go back a bit and take a look at the history of this beverage. Coffee was discovered in ancient times in Eastern countries, where its beans were used to make a flavorful and invigorating beverage. Over time, coffee began to travel around the world, winning the hearts of many. Today, coffee is not only a beverage, but also a kind of cultural phenomenon. Many societies attach great importance to coffee. It has become an integral part of everyday life. Meetings with friends, work breaks, and cozy mornings are often accompanied by the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. However, with the growing popularity of coffee, questions about its impact on health began to arise. Many of us wonder how safe and sensible it is to consume this beverage in large quantities. Let's move on to discussing the effects of coffee on the body and consider what steps can be taken to preserve your health in today's world, where coffee has a special place. Diving deeper into the topic, it's worth talking about the negative effects coffee can have on our health. Standing in front of the counter of a coffee shop or brewing our morning beverage, we often don't think about how these flavorful beans can affect our bodies. One aspect to consider is the effects of coffee on our cardiovascular system. The caffeine in coffee can cause an increase in blood pressure and heart rate. For people who suffer from hypertension or heart problems, this can be especially risky. Moreover, regular consumption of large doses of coffee can increase the likelihood of developing heart disease. The nervous system is also affected by caffeine. Many of us know how coffee can elevate our mood and increase wakefulness. However, a high dose of caffeine can cause nervousness, restlessness, and even anxiety disorders. Prolonged overuse of coffee can affect sleep quality and even contribute to insomnia. Another problem associated with coffee is its effect on the stomach. Consuming large amounts of coffee can irritate the gastric mucosa and worsen digestion. For people who suffer from chronic gastric problems, this can be a serious problem. It is important to remember that the negative effects of coffee on the body can be individualized. Someone can easily tolerate coffee consumption, while for others it can be more problematic. Regardless, it pays to be vigilant and pay attention to your body's reaction to coffee. One aspect that cannot be left out is the effect of coffee on the quality of our sleep. Many of us are used to drinking coffee in the morning to wake up and start the day with vigor. However, this can prove to be a double-edged sword, affecting our biorhythms and our ability to fall asleep in the evening. Caffeine, as we know, is a nervous system stimulant. Therefore, drinking coffee closer to evening or even at night can make it noticeably harder to fall asleep. Coffee affects the duration of the REM phase of sleep, making it shorter as well as the depth of sleep. This can cause us to wake up in the morning feeling tired and dissatisfied with sleep. Moreover, regular coffee consumption can lead to insomnia. The body can develop a dependence on caffeine, and without it, begin to experience sleep disturbances. The person becomes more sensitive to the effects of caffeine, and even a small dose in the afternoon can cause insomnia at night. Interestingly, caffeine can also affect dreams. People who consume coffee before bed sometimes report more vivid and intense dreams. However, in most cases, it can also lead to waking up at night and disrupting the dream cycle. Therefore, if you are experiencing sleep problems, it is worth paying attention to the amount and timing of coffee consumption. Perhaps limiting its consumption after a certain time or even giving up coffee altogether can help you improve your quality of sleep and rest. Not only is our physical health affected by caffeine, but our psychological well-being can also be affected by this beverage. As a nervous system stimulant, coffee has the potential to affect our emotional sphere and mental health. Many of us have noticed that after drinking coffee, they become more alert and active. However, this alertness can also mask an increase in anxiety. Caffeine stimulates the production of adrenaline and other stress hormones, which can cause a state of anxiety and tension. If you already suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, drinking coffee can exacerbate your symptoms. In addition, caffeine can trigger irritability. You may have noticed that you become more irritable and unhappy after drinking coffee. This is due to the effects of caffeine on the brain centers responsible for mood and emotions. This often manifests itself in a decreased tolerance to stress, which can affect the quality of relationships with others. The possibility of caffeine addiction should not be overlooked. People who drink coffee regularly can develop a tolerance to caffeine, which requires increasing the dose to achieve the desired effect. Attempting to give up coffee can be accompanied by withdrawal symptoms, including mood deterioration, headaches, and irritability. So, in addition to the physical effects, coffee can also have an impact on our psychological well-being. If you notice that coffee is causing you anxiety, irritability, or other negative emotions, it's worth thinking about your coffee consumption and perhaps taking steps to reduce your intake. Coffee seems to have become an indispensable part of our daily lives. However, over time, coffee consumption can lead to the development of addiction, both physical and psychological. It may come as a surprise, but the caffeine found in coffee is actually capable of causing addiction. Psychological addiction to coffee has to do with a desire for its invigorating effects all the time. Many of us drink coffee to wake up in the morning, to keep us awake during the day, or simply to enjoy the flavor. This creates an association between coffee and pleasurable sensations, which can create a desire to drink it constantly. Physical dependence is related to the body's adaptation to regular caffeine intake. Gradually, our brain receptors become less sensitive to caffeine, and to achieve the same effect as before, we have to increase the dose of coffee. Otherwise, the body may react with withdrawal symptoms. Coffee withdrawal symptoms can be quite unpleasant. These can include headaches, irritability, mood deterioration, apathy, and even depression. People who experience these symptoms may go back to drinking coffee for relief, which only supports the addiction. Stopping coffee consumption can be a challenge. Many of us face the urge to go back to coffee to get rid of unpleasant symptoms. However, if you decide to reduce your coffee intake or give it up completely, remember that it may take time for your body to adjust to the new condition. It is important to realize that coffee addiction can have an impact on our overall health. If you find it difficult to stop drinking coffee or notice symptoms of addiction, seek support from a professional to develop a strategy to reduce your coffee consumption. Of course, the decision to stop drinking coffee may seem daunting, but there are alternatives that can help you maintain your alertness and take charge of your health. Instead of coffee, you can turn your attention to other caffeine-free beverages. Green tea. It contains less caffeine than coffee, but is rich in antioxidants and health benefits. Green tea can help you stay awake while keeping you healthy. Herbal teas. Chamomile tea, melissa tea, peppermint tea are great alternatives to coffee to help you relax and relieve stress. Fruit smoothies. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and berries are a great source of vitamins and energy. Prepare yourself a delicious and nutritious smoothie for breakfast. Water with lemon. In the morning, a glass of water with lemon added can help you wake up and improve digestion. In addition to choosing alternative beverages, it's important to remember to balance your diet and take care of your overall health. Try to pay attention to the nutritional content of your food, hydration, and regular sleep. Maintain an active lifestyle, as physical activity keeps you awake and toned. If you decide to reduce your coffee intake or even give it up completely, don't worry. Your body will be able to adapt. Take care of your health, listen to your body's signals, and confidently go on your way to better physical and psychological well-being. Thank you for your attention to this important health topic. Coffee is not just a beverage, it is a choice we make every day. Remember that taking care of your body starts with the right habits. Watching what foods and beverages we consume plays a big role in our overall health. If you feel that coffee may be having a negative impact on your health, don't hesitate to reconsider your habits. It's important to realize that a healthy lifestyle is not just about limiting yourself, but also about taking care of yourself, your body, and your future. Our decisions today can affect our health tomorrow. If you have any questions or experiences on this topic, please leave your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive more helpful information about healthy living. Remember, your health is in your hands and small changes can make a big difference.